We are in preparation for launch. Millions of dollars and 10 years have gone into the preparation for this launch. Victor Hugo said, "Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come." It's soon time for this launch. Worldwide patents are pending. The best financial minds in our country have been studying these concepts even outside the country. You can become a realtor member, partner, licensee, franchisee, whatever you want to call it, by going to Investors Ally right now. You can sign up. I don't know what it costs. I think it's $49 a month or something like that. I think there's several months free, but it gives you all the information, and as training materials come out, that'll give you that information too. It is working right now. You can sign up in joint property investors, or you can become a joint property investor. Sign up at Investors Ally. It costs $100 membership fee for a whole year of matching services, $1,000 for institutional investors. Again, it also has, you can become a member as a tenant partial homeowner. It costs $50 for the whole year of matching services, which is likely all you'll need. You'll be matched up pretty soon, relatively quickly, and you'll be rocking and rolling. Now, the question is always, do you FARJHO? I remember the movie Star Wars when Yoda and Luke Skywalker were talking, and Yoda asked Luke if he was scared, and Luke said, "No, I'm not scared." And Yoda squinted his eyes, and he said, "You will be. You will be." My question is to you, do you FARJHO? And if you don't, I believe you will be. You will be. Anyways, that's my presentation for the day. I went a little bit longer than normal. I see quite a few people online. I'm going to check the questions. While I do that, I'm also going to tell you about some of the questions that seem to come up all the time. The first question is there a minimum amount that joint property investors have to invest? No, there is not. At this time, a joint property investor can invest any amount they want to invest. Most of the time, I would recommend that a joint property investor be involved with 5 to 10% or 20% of each FARJHO structure. But they don't have to be. They can be involved with lesser denominations if they'd like to be. We have several investors with over $2 million they want to invest, and they don't want to invest any more than 20% in any one FARJHO structure. That's great. Spread your risk. Another question always comes up for the realtors is, can the realtor be a joint property investor? Yes, they can. Can a realtor be an aspiring homeowner? Yes, they can. As a matter of fact, most of the first ones that came online are in fact realtors and mortgage professionals like myself, because we're the last people on the planet that can get qualified for a mortgage today to buy a house. So yes, you can sign up as any capacity. You do want to sign up as a realtor, though. As you bring in your joint property investors, they are linked to you forever. You cannot be fired. So that's important, so that you can link up with your joint property investors. So every time they buy into a FARJHO structure later on, you don't have to be involved with that process, but you will be involved with the portion of the buy-side commission. Let me see, other questions that seem to come up all the time, the legality of it. This does not require any additional licenses. And obviously, Investors Ally doesn't even need a real estate license because it's a matching service. They're not earning the commissions. The commissions are going to real estate agents. They're not earning anything other than a matching service, a one-time fee for service, which is equal to 3 months' rent, which is paid by the LLC or all the members equally in proportion to the ownership that they have in the LLC. It's 3 months' rent. It's very much like what a property management company might earn for placing a tenant. It's a one-time service fee, never charged again, 3 months' rent. So other questions that seem to come up, and I'm just looking. I don't see anybody writing any questions, so let me see if there's anything in the chat box. I have done such a great job once again that nobody has questions. Other questions that I know that come up often are where can people buy FARJHO structures right now? It is beta testing. It is working right now. People can utilize this. The people who have learned about this through these webinars or live presentations that I'm doing can utilize this now. Understand that it is in the beta test form right now. It is in the infancy. Years from now, a couple of years from now, it'll probably be massively huge. Right now, Southern California is where it's available. I bet a couple of years from now it'll be all over the country and opening up in other countries as well. It's going to be that valuable to the economy and the environment to help people get back into home ownership, help people get back to work. So it's right now just in Southern California. And also realtors who bring in joint property investors. Those joint property, the money for those joint property investors would be pointed towards, recommended towards the same realtors aspiring homeowners that they might bring into the fold in the very beginning, assisting you in getting matched up. Another question always comes up is how long does it take to get matched up? Well, again, part of that has to do with timing. Right now we're in beta testing. We have a lot of investors. We have a lot of aspiring homeowners. It's going to take a little longer now because it's in an infancy. Years from now, it's probably going to take a week or less to get things lined up and matched up. Also, we have the consideration of the quality of the buyer. So, for example, if you have a homeowner, a home buyer who has 450 FICO score, isn't even bothering to pay their $25 monthly JCPenney bill, but they only want to put 5% in ownership of a FARJHO structure, they're likely not going to attract a whole lot of investors. On the other hand, if that same person with 20% down is not going to have a problem finding investors. And on the other hand, if somebody has an 800 FICO score, easily can make the payments through a real good income and a job, and could easily qualify for a mortgage, but understands they don't want one, they could be matched up with just 5% in the down payment, or even less, because they would likely attract investors to that concept. How much house can you buy? That's another question that comes up all the time. You can buy any number of any price home ranges that you want to buy in. It makes no difference. The question is, the larger the amount might take a little longer because we have to potentially match you up with a larger group of investors. So that might take a little bit more time. Another question came up, what about refinancing? Can you refinance into this? Well, that's actually the swap rent version or concept. But yes, you can and will be able to, if you're living in a house and you can't afford the payments and you're getting into trouble and you're worried you're going to lose your home, you could sell a swap rent contract and get a steady flow of cash flow coming in from real estate investors who will then profit from the future appreciation of that property. Lots of opportunities in swap rent as you understand more about that. So let me see if there's any other questions. I see no other questions. So I am going to wrap up this webinar a little sooner than normal. It's 9:54. I do this FARJHO Fridays, I call them, every Friday at 9 a.m. We're recording each and every one of these events to be placed on the website soon. There'll be the best ones that we've done will be on the website. And you can invite anybody to this. So you can take the invitation you got and send it to anybody you want to send it to so that they can get online and understand this concept. If you have joint property investors or a group of them you'd like to talk to about this concept, you can invite them to the webinar. You can also form a small group, and I will personally come out and share this concept with them so that they can understand it and potentially get involved with it. If you have any additional questions, you can always call me. I'm a certified mortgage planner for 20 years. If you need a great mortgage loan professional, I close my loans 21, 24 days on average now. 96% of my loans close on time, even government loans. I'm with W.J. Bradley now, so we close every type of loan there is in our own house. We bank everything under our own roof. I'd love to help you out with that and take care of your needs. Throw me a loan, not a bone. I'd be happy to be your loan dog. Have a great day. Again, my number is 951-695-0901, 951-695-0901. I'll be going up to Big Bear over the weekend, but you can reach me by my cell phone. I'll give that to you, which I don't normally do, 951-551-8161. And you guys have a great weekend, okay? See you later.